What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, y'all. Hey, beautiful people. Hey, y'all. Hey, let me make sure that everything is going to the right. Okay, so it's all in the right spots. It's all going to the right places. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the very first episode of the City Highlights podcast for 2025. I am your host, Kris Bryant, and y'all, we made it! A whole new year for fresh opportunities and hopefully some better decisions than we made in 2024, right?
And say that.
Right?
Say that.
We're going to grow and go. We're going to grow and go. Today's episode is Big Vibes Only. We're talking about leveling up and staying motivated and stepping into the best version of yourselves, ourselves, us selves. And to help us kick off the new year with a bang, I've got an amazing guest, the one and the only Coco, founder of Got Nails University. She's not just slaying nails, she's slaying the entire nail game. But first, let's talk about y'all. Y'all that's listening in. If you're on the live or if you're catching the hashtag replay, if you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, wherever this is going to be playing, I need you to tap in and talk to me. You talk to me and I'm going to talk to you. We're going to talk to each other. We're going to talk to each other. So with that being said, if you're on the live, share with me what your 2025 goals are. We're going to hold each other accountable and we're going to work this out together. Hey, progress was progress. I don't care if you just want to keep your plan alive. Whatever it is that you're trying to do for 2025, we're going to work on it and we're going to do it together. This is my 2025 goal. If anybody knows me, they know Rated X is my baby. Rated X is my mental health advocacy that I've been doing since 2025 in honor of my mother. And since she went on home to be with the Lord, I decided I'm going to keep her name alive and keep her legacy going. Lisa Bryant, Renetta DeLisa Bryant, say her name because mental health is real. And a lot of us in the Black community are stigmatized when it comes to mental health. We have this, you don't talk, don't tell, keep it in the family. Oh, that's just so, all that craziness. And we got to end that in 2025. So with Rated X, I'm trying to get this initiative where if you get into a situation and you can't basically afford your own mental health, I want to be able to set up services to where people can get 3 to 6 sessions with a licensed therapist or a psychiatrist, whatever your needs are. And that's my goal with Rated X, Xing out the negative stigmas of mental health. RX is a prescription to finding life's balance. We together can X out the negative stigmas of mental health. We're going to turn that X into a positive, one person at a time. But anyway, that's my goal for 2025, to turn it into a 501c3. And it's going to happen. I'm going to let y'all know where I'm at with it. And y'all help keep me accountable because it's a lot of work. And, I'm going to keep y'all accountable. But with that being said, if you're on the live or if you're catching the replay, tap into the comments or the chat and tell me what your 2025 goals are, because we all going to glow up together. Stick around. This episode is serving of inspiration, laughs, and real life gems to keep you in your hustle. So now, I know y'all see her sitting there. Y'all probably like, what's going on? Y'all know this show is the way it is. It's me, and I'm very unorthodox. So I'm doing things a little different. I wanted to, y'all know I have my 3 segments: the back in the day, the things to do, and the say what segment of the day. I love it in the studio because at least I get my Stewie sounds. Unfortunately, at home I can't get Stewie to say what with me. But y'all know how he sounds. Say what? That's the last segment. Yes, that's the last segment. But I implemented a new segment because when I say I'm being intentional in 2025, I am being intentional. I am adding to my show the City Highlights a mental health moment. And I want to do it at the top of the show. So we're refreshing, we're listening, people tune in, because people may not listen to the whole interview, but they're going to catch the top part. So I want to speak to that. Now, before we dive in, let's take a second for a mental health vibe check-in. New Year's, it's a new year, and the end of the year is always rough because we have the holidays, and a lot of people have lost loved ones. I hate December because that's when I lost my mom. So it can be a lot. So I just want to do a mental health check-in. I want you to prioritize yourself, whether it's 5 minutes of just journaling, taking a walk, or saying no to something that drains your energy. Protect your peace. Like Beyonce unleashed that album, okay? Protect your peace and keep it moving. And with that being said, don't feel overwhelmed. The things that tend to drain us are the most are the things that we say yes to when we really want to say no. So in 2025, Listen to yourself.
I know.
Say no. It's a full, complete sentence. N-O, period. With that being said, all right, y'all, I'm excited. And I really want to introduce this lady to you, but she's a trailblazer. I mean, she's an inspiration. She's a motivation. Like, go ahead and tell these people who you are and how they can connect with you, Coco.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for saying that. My name is Audrey J. Jefferson. I'm also known as Got Nails by Coco, the owner of the amazing school, Got Nails University, located in Houston, Texas.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so the first segment is back in the day. So Coco, let's rewind for a
Okay.
second. So you started doing nails in your best friend's house, mom's kitchen.
Yeah.
Talk about a girl with a hustle. Or was that just an excuse to hang out with your home girl?
Well, guess what? My best friend, her name is San. Shout out to San. She is a hairstylist. And
Y'all
what we
bougies out
did,
there.
so we both was hustling in Miss Pat house. We had her house smelling like perm and nails. But Miss Pat still walked around the house smiling. She didn't care about the smell. She was just happy that we was not outside in the streets and we was making some money. So
Okay,
yep,
she was
me and
giving to
Sam in her
y'all.
kitchen.
That is amazing. Like, what sparked the entrepreneur in you so young?
Um, I don't even know, to be honest with you, Chrissy. Like, nails kind of chose me. I've always done nails. Like I was if you may be old enough to remember Lee press on nails. Okay,
Very much
yeah.
so. I had some on
Mhm.
last week for Christmas.
Yeah, Lee press-ons is the first press-ons, okay? They the
Hmm.
first to ever do it, like Soldier
Okay.
Boy. Like Soldier Boy, the first to ever do it.
I
Yes.
need some now. I'm
So
coming over
no,
there. I'm
come.
coming
I
over there.
definitely
For real.
wanna
I'm coming over there.
definitely wanna get your definitely wanna do your nails, but that's another topic. That's another conversation. But
We'll get
yeah.
there.
So I don't know. Like I was doing my grandmother's nails when she used to go to, back then it was called parlor, the beauty parlor,
The beauty parlor.
and she was getting her
We
hair
aging
rolled.
ourselves, y'all. We aging ourselves.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't
But
care.
we aging beautifully. You see this
We
beauty. You
look
see this lady
good.
in
We
college
look good,
aging.
girl.
50
Yes.
what?
Yes. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
So did my grandmother's nails. I probably was no older than 10, maybe 10, maybe. And I would do her and all of her homegirls nails at the beauty's parlor while they gossiping about their husbands and those Lee
Like
press.
legit nails, or you were doing the lead press ons then?
I was doing Lee press-ons.
Okay, so you
So,
started out doing the press ons like at 10 years old,
yeah.
and you took that into a business.
My
Man, talk
mom bought
about
me that
turning your
nail kit.
passion into
Man,
purpose.
it's the support of those parents.
Yes.
Man, thank God for my mom because she seen it. She like, what? And so she bought my first nail kit, and it's been up since.
Y'all heard
Um,
that. It's because of the moms. It's because of those adults. It's because of the people that poured into her as a child
yeah,
that she is now, as an adult, able to live out her wildest dreams. So
yeah,
when
for
you hear
sure.
that, drop some ones in the chat if you recognize that you got to support your kids and you got to put stuff behind them so they could be great. You just can't tell them go to school. You actually got to support them, and you can
Yeah.
actually see the fruits of what that support looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Coco, at 17 years old, you were already earning like 1,001,000 dollars a week. Shit, girl, I
Yeah.
have a hard time coming up with a grand right now myself. So that is amazing. Let me ask you. Yeah, because I was just getting babysitting money and some Capri Suns. Maybe a hot $20 for my babysitting services. So therefore, I was not in your entrepreneurial realm, but I could have
Honey.
been had I had a Coco in my life. Now,
Right.
moving to Houston, Coco, because we still back in the day
Mm-hmm.
with a 2 year old.
Mm-hmm.
But God, first and foremost, I need to ask you, what was your why? What took the courage to do that?
Wow. Well, my dad is a Houston resident. After my parents separated and divorced, I would come to Houston every summer from I think they got divorced probably 8. So let's say I'm come here every summer till I'm 18.
Okay.
Houston is just so fly. Houston was just so fly to me. And I had to make a choice because Nashville, where I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I just felt like I could do more. And Nashville's small, right? It's like 15 every you can get to the north side in 15 minutes in
Right.
Nashville, right?
We do a lot there in Nashville, but it's a very small community.
It's very small, and I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do more. Whoever would imagine I would still be here 20 years later, well,
Right.
19 years later, because now Grace is 21, finna be 22. Like, I just stayed. I just persevered. And you asked me what was my why. My why is my daughter, which is Grace,
Mhm.
Audrey Grace. Nails Done with Grace on Instagram.
Yes.
She is a second generation nail technician. She's the GOAT. And I just wanted her to be in a different community. Like, I went through a lot as a teenager. I had to do a lot of, I hate that. Please, you guys, if y'all doing this, stop. I had to do a lot of fighting. I had to do a lot of taking up for myself. I just
You were
had to do,
surviving.
huh?
You were surviving.
I was surviving.
You were
And
doing a
I
lot
didn't
of
want my
surviving.
daughter to even have to deal with any of that. And I'm so lucky and blessed because, like, in Houston, we never have even endured any of that type of negativity. Maybe because I changed. It could have been me. Sometimes we got to hold ourselves
Maybe.
accountable. Um, but I love Houston. Houston definitely has taken me in as a family member. I love all of my people here. They've become my family. Grace has a amazing village. I really thank
Man.
God for Houston. Because I was gonna move to Atlanta or Houston, and now that I'm like in Houston, I'm like,
Yay, we got
ooh,
you. Yay.
I'm
No, because
so glad I chose Houston over Atlanta.
you got an opportunity to kind of build in a building place. We're building so we're growing so much. So it made a lot of sense and
It
great
did.
move. Great
It
move.
did. And I was new in Houston. It
Right.
wasn't like you said earlier, it wasn't a nail tech who looked like me, that was black or brown. So I had to like really get my hustle up. Like, you gotta come to me. Please come so I can show you how good.
Marketing. You got
Yeah,
your
I had to
marketing
market
on.
myself. This
Yeah.
is pre-Instagram. It
Right.
wasn't I moved here
We didn't
before
have it.
Instagram.
Well, we all has my I think we had MySpace and wasn't nobody talking about no nails on MySpace.
No, I don't even think MySpace was there yet. Once I
Oh,
moved to Texas 2004,
yeah, it
or
was it was mm.
it may have just started, if that
It
makes
was
sense.
just I think at that time they only had like the chat rooms, like you could do the Yahoo chats. So I don't
Yeah,
think there was any social media. You might be
it
right, or
wasn't.
it was on the rise, and it wasn't nothing like what we have today.
No, and I had to really get out in the trenches, really pass out cards, really pass out flyers, do free nails. I had to do a lot of sweat equity.
Right.
Shoot, Houston, I was out every night and I had fun looking them clubs, but I had to pass out
Get them
all my
pockets back up.
flyers and stuff. So Houston really has really blessed me. I love Houston. I
We
think it's
love
a
you.
mecca for us. And I'm really glad that I came to Houston pre pre all of what's going on now in Houston.
Yeah.
Like, Houston is the hot spot, but I've been here before that, so it's
Before
like
when nobody knew the hidden gems about H Town, and I
facts.
that's why we claim you here. We know you not, but you ours.
No,
You've
that's
been
what
growing up
I'm a
in Houston.
Houstonian. At this
Exactly.
point, I will be here longer than I moved here
Yeah,
at 27.
right. And you
I
almost at that
am
mark.
I'm 47. So when my birthday come, I'll be here longer than I've been at home. So
Amen. Well, we're glad you made that decision because we're glad to have you. Now,
thank you.
you've been busy. Like you said, you've been in them clubs and all that, passing out them flyers, but your work reaped the benefits. Like you've done Fantasia, you've done celebrity nails like Keisha Cole, Kim Burrell. Okay, now spill the tea. What's been your most unforgettable celebrity that you deal with and why?
Okay, so my most unforgettable, I would never forget. Um, First of all, I loved all doing all of their nails. I have a lot of moments with Miss Burrell because I was her nail tech because she lived in Houston. So I
Mhm.
was her nail tech. So I have a lot
Right.
of
It wasn't
moments
just
with
for
her.
her to come down here to do a
Yeah,
show and
she
you be
just
her
come
nails.
to her appointment every 3 weeks. She had a standing appointment.
Hey
That's
man,
me and
come
Miss
on, stand in the
Kim.
appointment, Kim
She had a
Burrell.
little standing. I love Miss Kim. But my favorite, most unforgettable moment is doing Keisha Cole's nails. This is when she was married to Booby. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name, Booby.
Okay, all right, thank you, Booby. And they lived
Booby. Look at H-Town name, Booby.
Booby, and
That's how she said it too.
she lived in Oh, we got a thumbs up. She lived in
Yeah, yay. That's on
Hey,
YouTube. Yay. That mean they
oh, hey
tapping, they
YouTube,
tapping. Okay, I'm sorry. You
subscribe,
like
click
doing
and
titles.
subscribe. No,
Yes, click, subscribe, follow.
all
Okay,
that.
all that.
All
Okay,
my girl
let's not
stuff.
get
Okay,
distracted.
so Keisha Cole, I go do her nails. I'm a vibe, so I'm bringing stuff. I brought her candles. My friend had earrings and a leather earrings. I brought her some
No, you come
earrings.
bearing
Yeah, I'm
gifts.
coming bearing gifts because I want her to shout me out or whatever.
No, but you showing her you're branding, you're
Yeah, I was.
marketing.
Yeah,
Because to somebody else, you giving her gifts because she got everything, but in that's gonna leave an impression
yeah, I wanted
on
to. I wanted to leave an impression. At that time,
good
my
job.
mentor was telling me, most of the time when you do celebrities, they're not gonna pay you. Just be
Right.
okay with the promotion that they shout you out and all of this. And
More
I was
sweat
like,
equity.
yeah, I thought that was the place. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm gonna bring her some stuff because I want to stand out from the other nail techs, et cetera, et cetera. I got to meet her sister. I forgot her name.
Neferteria.
I got Neffy. I was gonna
I
say
love
Neffy.
Neffy. Neffy keep it
Neffy.
a
I
book.
met Neffy and I met R.I.P. I met her mom. I met that baby.
Wow. Frankie was, man,
Frankie
Frankie
was
reminded me so much of my mom. Because my mom
Frankie.
was an ex addict. And Frankie they gave off that. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, she,
I
Lord, rest in
love
peace.
Frankie. Frankie had me taking her to Jola Bella, everything. She had me going
Oh, she went,
everywhere.
okay. You I
She
love it. I
did.
love it.
So I do Keisha's nails and boom, I clean up. It's time to go, leave out, get in my car, putting everything in my truck, and I get a phone call and Keisha was like, well, Keisha people was like, Keisha wants you left without getting payment.
And you like payment.
And I'm like, payment? And so you hear her like, girl, you hear her, let me talk to her. Let me speak. So she was like, you got to get paid for your services because we done talked about our children. Um, like, you don't do nothing for free. And
That
you
this is
know
yes.
Keisha, that she and I'm trying. I don't know. I can't talk in Keisha voice, but she like say, man,
You
you
don't
gotta
do
get.
nothing for free.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah,
I love it though. Because
yeah,
the artist was pouring into another artist. Even though
yeah,
she don't do, but at the end of the day, she wants you to recognize, baby, this is your gift. And
yeah.
you deserve
Yeah,
your worth is
yeah,
due.
yeah.
Okay, I love it.
So she
Go
was the
Keisha
first.
Cole.
Yeah,
Shout
go
out to
Keisha
Keisha
Kyle.
Cole.
Okay, see,
Shout out to
she
Keisha
was the
Cole,
first
pointing to
one
another
who
black
paid
queen.
me, and then
Man.
asked me. She was like, "Okay, how much you gonna charge?" I said, "Well, I don't. I say, and I just threw a number out there. I was like, 150 an hour. Perfect. So boom, she said, come back around because I already done left. That's how I didn't even know. Like I didn't even take pictures. I'm not really I try not to if when I'm with celebrities, I try not to take pictures and stuff because they're in
Right,
their
because you don't want
own.
you want to respect them.
Hmm.
We be excited. Now I be
I'm
excited to see the
excited,
person,
but I ain't want
but
to be over
respectfully,
excited,
ain't no groupie. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And I feel like we're gonna be in the same, rooms eventually.
Excuse me.
So
Yeah, it's okay. And so boom, I turned back around. Keisha came downstairs, like literally came downstairs. I'm like, oh
to
my
bring you your
God.
money, I
To
love
bring me
it.
my money. and she
Keisha a
gave
real
me,
girl though. She a
yeah,
real girl.
she for real. And she gave me that my first business check. If you ever had a business check, it's big.
Yeah, it's like it come out the ledger. It's it's
Yep.
long.
Big
I
ass
know what
check.
you're talking about.
Yeah. And she gave me $400. Of course, the 300 plus the tip.
Right.
And she was just
Uh-huh.
like, we're gonna keep in touch. So I was her nail tech for a while she was living in Houston.
Okay.
I probably
Okay.
did her nails
Cool.
about 4 times, 4 or 5 times.
I
Um,
love it. I love it. I love
mhm.
the fact that you were able to have great experiences because I've been on TikTok, girl. There's some horror stories, but you actually, God bless you to connect with celebrities that don't
Mhm.
have the celebrity mindset, that see your
Mhm.
value and see your worth. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Okay, we're gonna get into our next segment, and our next segment is called "Things to Do." It used to be called when I was on doing the radio, "Things to Do in the Litty City," but it got long, so I had to condense it. So now it's just called "Things to Do." And this is where we talk about all the things going on, all the things. We talk about all the things. So let's shine a spotlight on Got Nails University because it isn't just a school, it's a movement. What's the
Yeah.
vibe at Got Nails University?
Man, the vibe is like family, sisterhood, camaraderie. Like I love that our students are actually like friends. Like they hang out. They got a whole group
This is
chat
beautiful.
without us. I could me and Jeannie may see a couple of them out like y'all together, y'all at brunch.
She
So
done
I
caught
love
about the real
that.
world. I love that too. That's
Like
so
I
beautiful.
really do love that. And that was a part of my dream as well. Like I wrote all of this down. Like I want the students to be lifelong friends. Like
Relationships.
build relationship,
Wow.
get no competition with one another. Like gang, be a
Mhm.
gang when it comes to this nail game. And they actually are. Like each session, you see 2 or 3 girls, they link up together and they still like are super cool. So I do love that. We're like a family, you got your mama, your auntie.
So
We
what
tough.
makes you different? What makes Got Nails University different from other nail schools?
Well, number one, no. Look, number one, no.
No,
Um
pop your shit. No, no, for
no,
real. Let them know. You ain't got to.
okay.
This ain't the humble show. This the city highlight. We illuminate over here. Pop your
Okay, you're
shit.
right. Okay, you're right. So first of all, God Nails is I have all of our instructors are nail techs. So which means that everyone is in the trenches. They do nails.
Right.
We have salon owners. We have me. We have Jenny. Like everyone does nails. So that's number one sets us apart because you can go to other schools and it's not a nail technician teaching the nail class.
But they
Most of
pay
the
you.
time,
But they charging you
you
for it.
and you're being self-taught. So that's number one.
Love
Number
it.
two is that you really get that one-on-one attention that you need so you can get to the bag when you graduate.
Right.
Like most of our students already have jobs. Most of our students already got suites. Most of our students is already making money. Like a lot of people don't make money right after they get their license. So I peeped that. Like they doing it. I'm super proud. So that's number two. Number three, we have a 100% passing rate on the state board exam. So,
100%. Say that a little bit. Say that a little bit louder for the people in the back.
yeah, okay. So we got a 100% passing
Type in
rate.
100 in the chat. Give me one. I need 100 in the chat. I don't need the percent because y'all know what it is, but just give me 100 in the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
100. That means everybody that can come through the doors then walked out and passed the state board. Every
yeah,
single one.
facts. Every single
Damn.
one of them. First time taking the test, no one has had to take the test over and over.
Okay.
And they get
Okay.
licensed quick.
Okay. With
Statistically,
100%
mm-hmm,
passing rate, 20
mm-hmm.
plus graduates, what is your secret sauce?
And now we're like at 50 plus graduates. The secret sauce, yeah, come
Can I
on.
get a hand clap? Can I? Oh, they don't have no hand clap. Look, they ain't got nothing. Look, I need to find the stuff that do the stuff. I need. Look. Let me see. It might have did it. It might not. I can't hear, Lord. But that's beautiful.
That's
I'm
fun.
trying to figure. I'm trying to figure this Riverside out. I like it. It looks nice. It does what it needs to do. But it's my first time using the platform, so I'm a little, uneducated.
That's
But I'm
okay.
sorry. Let's get back into it. So tell me what your secret sauce is, because you got 100% 50 plus students graduating, getting out in their suites, popping nails on left and right. How do you establish that type of greatness?
Man, I hopefully this doesn't sound cliche, but it's all God, man. It's all my dude. I mean, it doesn't. It can't be no other way. It can't be. That's how
And
God
she
works,
humble.
though. Like
And she humble. And she humble. I love it. Give
it's
God the glory
God.
because
It's
baby,
all
you
God.
deserve every
We
praise.
just following
You
His
do.
recipe. And like my instructor, my coworkers, they are very, 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 very in tuned. They're very inspired to make the students great. Like if you had any type of teacher or instructor or educator, like some don't care. Whereas over
Right.
here, like we literally care. And it's some days that some days the girls don't even like us because we got them. No, you got to do it like this. You got to do it like
Right. And they taking it personal, but hey, this is what's gonna make you great. You're gonna
yeah,
hear me in your head every time you lay that foundation. You're gonna hear me, and you're gonna lay it right every time. Hey,
every
it is what
time.
it is. I went to cosmetology school, and Miss Ware from Franklin Beauty School off of MLK, Miss Ware, like I hear her. Girl, don't put that comb down. Girl, put that comb up. Because I had a habit of I want to be real refined. So I put the comb down. Baby, to this day, I don't even do hair license no more. My license done been run away, run them up. But let me tell you, when I'm doing my own hair, it's my hair, my grandbaby's hair, I can hear her when I'm making that part. So I part and put that comb in his head, and I'm doing my grandchild hair. But that's how that sticks with you. So I commend
Yeah,
you for that, because they might be mad today, but tomorrow they're gonna be grateful. Because I went
they
to beauty
do.
school in 1995.
Me look, yeah.
So just do them,
Do
figure
the
it
math.
up. And I still
Look,
remember
I
that
was a
lady.
senior in high school in '95.
But I was in done with her. I was in beauty school, okay? Trying to get my little cosmetology license because I want to do her. I'm good. I do her. I was braiding my butt off, and back we was doing the microwave ponytails, baby. We was hey, that's what I did. That's what I
I
wanted to do. That's
made
what I
me.
did.
I can get one of them today. They were so cute.
Okay, because they still cute, they still crispy. I probably got some. No, I'm just playing. Okay. You have an amazing team. I heard you speaking about them and pouring, how they pour into the students and how you pour into
Hmm.
them and vice versa. How everybody just pouring, how cups runneth
Hmm.
over there. Let me
Fact.
ask you this. Tell me how do you do? I know you're not alone, so give me an understanding of what your team looks like.
Well, my team. Oh my gosh! Like I love those girls. Like okay, so my hiring process. Like I like to hire from within.
Mm-hmm.
Um. So my daughter Grace is an instructor here.
Oh, family business.
Family business. One of my best friends, but she hates when I call her a friend, so she in the other room. So my sister,
Okay,
okay,
sister.
she not in
Yes.
here. Perfect. Oh, she ain't paying me no attention. So yeah, so one of my best friends, she's a nail technician. She was one of those people who I said, I'm gonna teach you how to do nails,
And now
and
she's
taught her
teaching
how to do
others.
nails, and now she works with me. And I have a graduate who graduated from Got Nails University. I seen that she had that instructor spirit in her,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "You should be a teacher one day." And she was like, "I would love to do that." And so her name is Raina, and I hired her. So, and then I have one other chick. She's a nail tech, and she was just at every event. The
Okay.
joke is she stalked me down. She didn't, but she was at every event
She was
that I would
supportive
come.
because she wanted
Yeah,
to be
she
a
was
part of
very
the
supportive.
situation.
And when it was time to, I was saying that I was hiring. She did a resume, and when I seen it was her, I hired her. So everyone is great. Everyone,
I
the
love it.
I love them. Like it's really, we have a great, I don't know how to put. We just
The
really great
atmosphere is
together.
amazing
Hmm.
around there. God
We
knows.
work
Everybody
well
is
together.
okay. I love that. And you will get it's gonna all that will come to pass. It might be, but at the end of the day, your foundation is
Yeah.
stable. So everything
Foundation
that is going
solid.
to be great. You know your fruits, they're going to
Yeah.
bear. So however, whatever. You also offer affordable tuition and scholarships.
Mhm.
Why is accessibility so important to you, Coco?
Well, because as I didn't have a lot of help coming up. Which on the cool, sometimes it's better not to have no help.
Make you greater.
Just to
That's
be
where you get
real.
that grind from.
Just be real. But yeah, I do give some scholarships. I work along with Hey Beautiful Nail Supplies. And they do a scholarship for
Beautiful.
nail enthusiasts. And then we do have a great price point on the tuition. We just got approved for VA, the GI Bill. So any of you veterans,
Coming out,
um, you can
get them
come
a
and
skill set and go about their
get you a
business.
skill set. We are definitely, that's something that we need to talk about too. When that we talking about little business, but
Yes.
just to let people know that we do take the GI Bill now. We
That's
have
good.
affordable payment plans. We want to make sure that you're able to pay your tuition off. We don't want you to be in debt.
No excuses.
No
No
excuses.
excuses. And
Mm-hmm.
you not only are charitable with your and I say charitable, I don't mean I mean it in the honorable way. You also are very cost effective for your customers. Clients
Mm-hmm.
can get services starting at $5. That's cheaper than my Starbucks coffee. What kind of services do can people expect to get from your students? What exactly can I
Oh
come
man.
in and get done?
Well, definitely want to invite you to come. Our students are phenomenal. They do nails better than any chop shop or discount salon. Um, and yes, the prices are very affordable. You can get all the services. You can get full set, a fill. They are amazing in their artistry for sure. Their
Okay.
creativity is out the roof. You can even get a pedicure. They do
So you're
great
doing
pedi.
these too.
We doing everything under the umbrella of nails.
I
So
had a dream of
y'all might as well just book with my babies for
okay.
real.
Book with her. How they
Book
book
them.
with her? How
You'll
they
just
book with you? You
You
just come
just
over to
call
the
the
school or
school.
you
Just
okay.
come or call the school and book us.
I need that. I need that number. I need to figure out how to work this chat because would love to have tapped that number in, but that's okay. All this information, once I post this live on my Instagram and my YouTube, I'm going to provide you all the links to connect with her and put it at the bottom where you can hit, move. I'm going to make it easy for you guys to not
Okay.
only, if you're interested in opening your own, mm, getting your
Salon.
own nail salon, getting the technique down, this is where you would start because you got
Mhm.
to get your certification. You got to learn how to do these things before you even start doing the business. Otherwise, it's illegal. So
Thanks.
that's where you start. Let me ask you this. After graduation student, you told me I heard you say that after graduating that they can come back because you said Rhea, right? What's her name? Rhea.
Reagan.
Right. She came back and now she's one of your instructors.
Oh,
And
Raina,
also
yes.
Raina,
I'm
yes. Okay.
sorry.
After graduate students can work at your salon, Trust Thy Nail Tech Studios. How
Mm-hmm.
does that mentorship help them to level up?
They just getting just a little bit more education. They're able to ask me questions. Miss Coco, did I do this right? Blah blah. And they also get super cheap booth rent, so that they
So
can
they could
just
grow. See,
so they
that's
can grow.
amazing. Trust me, when I came out of beauty school, I had an option because back when I was doing hair, wasn't no sweets. And I still pour into stylists today. My daughter, I still have people these sweets. That's nice and that's fine and dandy, but y'all need to understand a sweet is not for a new student. For somebody who don't know anything, you need to be somewhere where somebody that has the knowledge can share the knowledge. At least for the first, I would say 6 months to a year of finishing your learning a trade or a craft. Don't just go out there by yourself because you're gonna make all your mistakes by yourself, and you don't have to. So this is amazing that she has kind of almost like a internship. That when you finish, you can come in and you get techniques that you may not have gone over when you were taking the courses, or experiences that you may have not dealt with while you were taking the courses, and you don't have to be by yourself. You have
Right.
Miss Coco at Got Nails University that will take you, hold your hand, and carry you all the way through. I love you for that.
Thank you. I love you
That is so
too.
beautiful. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get into the last segment,
Okay.
which is called the Say What segment.
Oh,
I'm talking.
say what?
That's the segment where we get all in your business. Not your
Ah,
personal
okay,
business.
girl.
I don't care nothing about your personal business, but I'm talking about your business. I
Okay.
kind of want to pick your brain a little bit. Let's talk about some real stuff.
Okay.
You faced some challenges.
Hmm.
I understand in business there's going to be challenges. What was that one moment that got really deep and you had to push through? And how did you push through?
Mm. Okay, so wow, that was. Oof. I've definitely had heavy moments. A couple of years back, I've had like a lot of. I hate even. I've never really told this story, so you what you call this is a
Exclusive.
exclusive. Okay, so man, having the school, I was working by myself. I was the instructor, the owner, the janitor, the counselor,
Jack of
the
all trades,
I
master of
was
none.
everything in this school, and I don't know, like I had a class that I just could not connect with. Like I could not connect with them. Um, it was always something, um, and they all joined together and they did Google reviews and did TDLR complaints and all of that. It's crazy because I've never said this in public before. And it was so hard for me because I
Because
couldn't I
you
was
pouring, you giving.
yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and it was hard for me to stay professional, if that makes sense, because I really wanted to say, well shit, what's up?
Right now, because you playing with me. And you
Like
out here
what
defending
up?
my character and you lying.
And
Like,
yeah, you line up like I'm ready, like what's up? And I had to stay in this professional stance. I had
God
to
good.
stay in this graceful stance. And it was
God
so
good.
man, it was so hard for me. But I knew that this school is bigger than just a couple of girls, mean girls, joining together to do some reviews. And I was just, it'd be days I was crying like they're gonna never come back to, no one's gonna come to the school. And hey, oh, the mailman, no one was
Loud
gonna
as you
come.
tell.
And it was just a hard time for me. And I felt defeated. I wasn't I just felt like a foreigner, meaning like I was good at first, and now when I walk in here I feel like I'm not adequate enough.
Mhm. Well,
I'm
it
not
hit you a
connecting.
confidence blow.
It was a confidence blow. Man, it was a bad time in my life at that moment.
But we
Um
see you here shining. So we see you overcame
I did. So
that.
I did overcome
How?
it. How is because I shut my mouth. I shut up. I didn't say any of the things that I wanted to say that they tell. I didn't do any type of repercut. I didn't do anything. I
So
chilled.
you took all your power back
I
by
took
standing still and
and I
letting God
talked to
work it
God
out.
about it too. I talked to God like, what you want me to do? Like this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like really. So instead of me lashing out, I didn't do that. I just stood my ground. I wrote down how I felt, what I need to do different. How could I have done it different? And it could have been
Right,
me. I held myself
right.
accountable. And then
Wow.
after that, as I started, that's when I said, okay, it's time for me to step back from being everything.
Hmm.
As an
So it
entrepreneur,
ended up being a learning lesson. It gave you an opportunity to pivot.
you took the words out of my mouth. I just finna say that I pivoted, and then I was like, okay, I need to step away from this position. I need to step away. I can't be everything.
Not to
I
be
can't.
successful. Yeah.
So that's when I started to, I'm gonna say because we're so controlling when you are an entrepreneur with your business. Like you can't
No, it's
do it
my
right.
baby. It's like you telling me to give my baby to somebody else, let somebody else
Yeah,
take my
and
baby.
you
Like
can't do it
what?
like I do it and all that. So
Right.
no, I made sure that that's when I started hiring people, and the people who I hire now. This is exactly probably like 2 years later, the complaints didn't go far. I thought they was about to close the school down. I'm like, ah, it
No,
didn't even do all that.
you
So
allowed devil.
it was nothing. And
That's
now
beautiful.
I got my team. I have a team. Whoever would have known I would have a staff. Like me have a staff. Like I literally be doing payroll. Like what?
Didn't
Me?
that don't that feel good though? Like you put your big girl panties on
I
by
did.
being quiet, and that's
Yeah.
not easy for us.
It's
For
not.
us, because we always fighting. You know, we always gonna fight. We always
Yeah.
gonna fight. But when you stood still and stayed quiet, that was the biggest fight that
It
you could have
was.
done because
Yeah.
you let the mess work itself out. You didn't have to say anything. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, so you have a business partner. I want to make sure I say Chioma.
Mm-hmm.
Chioma believed in your vision and invested in you.
She
How did
did.
that support impact you emotionally and professionally?
Well, Chioma was my client. Love Chioma. She just seen how much I wanted to become a nail tech. Excuse me. How much I've always talked about this school. Like I've always talked about being a school owner.
Manifestation.
And one day she just was like, can you let me have one of those laptops for the charger? Um, she just was like, girl, we was just talking about it the other day at our Christmas dinner. And she
Mhm.
said, Coco thought I was playing. And I did. I'm like, girl, you ain't finna do nothing. Oh, y'all, give
You
it up for
don't. I mean,
Grace.
because you don't have people that do. Hey,
This
beautiful.
for you. That's
Which one is
Grace.
this one? Hey, Gray. Oh, that's your
Which
baby.
one
She's
is
so.
this
Oh,
one?
girl,
You mean
she
the
got
old one?
big.
This is Grace. Yeah, she said she big. Yes, y'all. Grace is grown now.
Yeah.
Let the
Gracie
girl
grown,
grow up.
grown. Gracie grown, grown.
Gracie grown,
Oh,
grown.
wow.
Gracie grown, grown. Yep. She ain't Gracie no more.
That's beautiful.
So Chioma
Girl,
was
when
just
I was like, hey, I'm like, that ain't her back. Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
that's
I'm sorry.
Grace. Chioma, like I said, was my client, standing appointment every 3 weeks. Um, and she just was like, girl, you keep talking about this school. What you gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. Like God gonna give it to me. I don't know.
Right,
Cause
God
I
do it.
number one, I ain't got the it ain't easy to open no school. You know what I mean? For
Well, it's
real.
not easy to open your door sometimes, so I can imagine how hard it is to open a school.
Yeah. And so she was like, if you create me a business plan, I may invest in you. And I was like, girl, whatever.
That's
And I
beautiful.
thought she was playing. And she just
So,
said it took me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to call her bluff. And so when she came back to her nails appointment, I was like, here, Chioma. I got I didn't even know it was called a business plan. I called it a blueprint. We go to blueprint. She like, girl, you so slow.
hey, I love that though. But I mean, look at that. You spoke what your desires are, what the matters of your heart, what the desires of your heart were. You
Hmm.
spoke it. You shared it. That was
Hmm.
your testimony. You told
Hmm.
people. And
Yeah.
then they invested in you. And then now you doing the same thing. Now you investing in your students. You giving them. That is beautiful. That is the full circle. And your
Thank
baby
you.
up in there doing this. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That is
Grace
absolutely
is an
thing of
amazing instructor.
passion.
Like she really is. Like all the instructors are amazing. Of course, I get a little giddy with Grace,
Cause that's
but
my baby.
because that's my baby. She grown
Yeah.
now, girl. She ain't no damn baby no more, y'all.
But that's still your baby. That's still my children are grown, but when they come in to give me a hug, they my babies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's beautiful. When they make me proud, when I'm Peter Pan, those are my babies. They're gonna be 50 and I'm gonna be whatever, and they're gonna be my babies. But
right.
yeah, you are very relatable. You speak to your relatability being one of your strongest traits.
Thank you.
Why is connecting personally with your students so important?
Because it's so crazy, man. I could just remember like being in school. I can't even remember my cosmetology teacher's name. I can't remember no teacher's name, honestly. Um, I feel like nail technicians need to have more of a connection with one another.
Because it's a
Um,
small community.
it's a small community. In Nashville, like my friends, we were all nail techs and we would hang out. It wasn't like a competition. We made money together and we
Right.
used to ball together. So that's all I knew. So I
Community.
love being able to have, like I said, like a gang of nail techs together, and I just love that. I love when my students come back and visit me. Like they literally come back and visit me all the time. um I just love, and I just really think it's just about the support that we give them. They could tell it's genuine. They could tell it's and I don't want, like I say, I don't want to keep sounding cliche, but like it's just God, man. Like he is taking this to the another level. And I don't mean like higher or a high or low. I mean
You mean
like
spiritual, the realm of
the
him.
realm of
When
it, right?
he's involved,
Yes.
everything is blessed. And
Yeah. So it's
hey,
just different. It's just different. I've been to my students' mom done invited me to dinner before. We done been to the movies and like stuff like
so
that.
you
Like we
building
do
real
stuff.
relationships.
And yeah, we building real relationships with these young ladies. And honestly, I don't want to say young ladies because I've had students that was over 40 and
Right.
they still come to the school and stuff like that to come see me or come see their instructors and stuff. Like God Nails University is really like a great place for any person, not just women, men too. I've had guy students, I've had transgender students, I've had black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Indian. I've had all.
No discrimination. Hey, I'm
No,
looking for hustlers.
yeah, and guess
Period.
what?
You got to hustle? Come on over
Genuine
here.
people will
Yeah.
attract genuine people. Your
Okay.
vibe attracts your tribe. And so I'm just really blessed that we have that at Got Nails University. I really
Okay.
am.
Okay. So for aspiring entrepreneurs, especially like you said, young women, young men, anybody, everybody that's considering a trade school, what's the most powerful piece of advice that you can give to them?
If they want to start a trade school or
Yeah.
go to trade school, start a
They
trade
want to
school
start
or
a
go.
trade school, like considering opening a trade school, not the trade. Say somebody want to come to you and say, I need the blueprint. I need step by step. You ain't got to necessarily give them your blueprint, but you can give them a blessing. So give
Yeah.
somebody a blessing.
I, you need to have those SOPs, those systems in place. With me being a hustler, I didn't know certain things,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I didn't know a lot of, really not even certain. I didn't know actually anything. And it took me so long, man, to learn all of these systems that I had to do that had nothing to even do with nails.
Right. Before you ever touch a customer, these are things that you have to put into play.
Yeah. And I didn't even know, like, and I kept making these mistakes, which are mistakes are great, you guys. Man, sometimes you gotta fail, you gotta lose to win. And it
Right.
was so
Or
many
fail forward.
times, huh?
I call it fail forwarding.
Fail forward. And
You may fail, but you do something to propel yourself. So it's failing forward.
yeah, and I had to like hire people, get mentors, listen. But once again, I had to shut up because this is
Mm.
something that I don't know. So I'm
Mhm.
talking, ma'am, be quiet. You don't even know what you're doing. Let me da 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 da. So it's like I had to figure out the back end of the business. Anybody can hustle. Anybody can make some money. Who can't make no money?
Right.
It's
But how you
about the
gonna build the
back end.
business?
It's the back end. It's that
Mhm.
business. And I wasn't a businesswoman. So I had to like create systems in place for me to make my life easier.
Mhm.
Because this school is like I work 24 hours a day sometimes
Yeah.
when I was by myself. And I had to just figure out, okay, it's the first of the month. I need to do this. One, two, three. It's like it's just you need to know the systems that you got that you want to use. If you want to be a school owner, y'all, like it's not easy at all. Um, it's not easy. It's actually very difficult.
And you
Once
could
you
get burnout from something that's so pulling. Like,
is
trust
it
me.
is. But once you get those systems in place, you do it over and
Yeah,
over
it's like
again.
cookie cutter. It's like riding a bike. You able just
Hmm.
I love it. I thank you
Hmm.
for sharing that with the audience.
You're
That's a
welcome.
amazing advice because a lot of people don't even have that understanding that first you got to start right here. At least know what you got to do on the back end before you ever even start doing what the business is. So
Man,
thank
I
you
didn't
so
even know how
much.
to use Microsoft. I ain't
Okay.
even know how to do a PowerPoint.
Okay. So yeah, you did. Okay. So
So
you can
I'm
do all
saying,
that now, right?
oh, I could do all that. And then guess
Okay.
what? Got to God be the glory. I got a staff.
A team that could do it. Okay, what I can't do, they can. See,
Hmm.
build your wealth, build your network. Because I always say your network is your network. That's the truth.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Coco,
That's true.
before we wrap, what's next? Excuse me. What's
It's
next
okay.
for Got Nails University in 2025? Any new exciting programs or events on the horizon?
Yes. So, okay, for 2025, we got, of course, starting like you already I already told you about the GI Bill for the veterans. So that's starting this year, and we hello, and we also just got approved for the esthetician course. So 2025, yeah. So
Oh, I
about
need to talk with you. Ah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
that's an exclusive too. So we'll
Oh,
probably be doing starting our esthetician class probably mid 2025, the end of 2025. So that's good. We're just trying to build the school up. Expansion. Expansion is my word for 2025. Um yeah, that's right there. That right there in a nutshell is a lot.
y'all got
The
merch yet over
VA,
there?
and that esthetician.
Okay, y'all got merch over there yet?
Oh, we do. So merch, we have I have my own t-shirt line for Trust Thy Nail Tech, hoodie line
Okay.
for Trust Thy Nail Tech. We also have Got Nails University acrylics. Hey baby, Got Nails University nail brushes, which I'm sold out. I don't have any more brushes. But yes, but here's the thing, man, when I opened up the school, it took so much that I couldn't even do a lot of merch anymore, right? So
I
now
got you.
I'm getting back to it. I'm getting
I
back
got
to
you.
it. I'm getting
We
back to
look,
it.
that's right. Look, 2025, we're going up live. I love that. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I hear people
No,
coming.
you're
I know you're a busy, busy woman.
no, you're fine, sweetie. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you too. Coco, how can people sign up for classes or keep in touch with you or connect?
Okay.
How?
Just okay. So of course you can follow us on Instagram or TikTok at Got Nails, like Got Milk, Got Nails University. And just check us out. If you would like to sign up, it's $169 to secure your seat. So we do make it affordable, like she said, for
Yeah.
you. Um, that's it. And just follow us on Instagram for sure. And you'll get all the information. We're always on social media. You want to see one of my students? Come here,
Yes.
Giselle. Come
Hey,
here,
Susie.
girl.
She's like, no. Hey,
Hello.
Giselle. So that's one of her students.
Say hey.
So y'all know she not playing. It's real. She got babies learning right now.
I do.
I
This my
love
girl,
it.
Giselle, baby. Let me see
Thank
your
you,
nails.
Giselle.
Look
Thank
at
you.
her
Nice
nails.
meeting you.
Oh, yes, and that's a good corporate set. That's the kind I could do a
Hmm.
good corporate set.
See,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
y'all can come up here and get y'all nails done. All
Oh,
that.
yeah. And what days
Get
can
your
they come and get that?
manicure, pedicure, all that.
What days can they come and get services? The public.
Tuesday through Tuesday through Saturday. We're open
Okay.
Tuesday through Saturday. We have a 9 to 3 class and then a 5 to 9 class.
Okay. So y'all, if you want to go check out, no, not if when you're ready to get that next
When
set,
come
you need
get
to
your
go on over there.
y'all need to
Go
come
on
over
over there.
here.
Because you know
Telling you.
what? Just go on over there. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be good. I said in 2025, I'm gonna be appropriate. So I'm not gonna say what I thought. But y'all know
What you
me.
silly self. Well, if y'all
Thank you
do
guys.
come, I gotta you if you say you saw us on Chrissy's
The city
show,
highlight. Uh-huh.
City Highlights will give you a free polish with
Okay,
your
look at
service.
that. See, I come with benefits. I come with benefits. So be sure and tell me your girl Kris told you to come on over there and get
Yeah.
your
If
service
you
and
say
your
Chris,
free
I got
polish.
you. We're gonna give you a free polish
Yes.
with your set.
I love it. I love it. I like gratuity. I like gratuity. I like gifts. So Coco, thank you so much. Thank you so much, so very much for sharing your vibe, your story.
Oh,
You
thank
are
you.
incredible.
You're
You are
incredible.
amazing. And I just want to tell the listeners to support you, to
Thank
get
you.
behind what you're doing because you're trying to build a community
Yeah, for
of
sure.
us being independent and being successful. Remember,
Yeah.
to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in to the first episode of 2025. Remember, this year is about growth, hustle, and mental wellness. Let's hold each
For
other
sure.
accountable and make it unforgettable. Until next time, keep shining and keep grinding. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for
Thank you,
having me.
Coco.